beats all you never saw. Been in trouble with the law since the day they was born. Straightening the curves, flattening the hills. Someday the mountain might get them, but the law never will. Making their way the only way they know how. That's just a little bit more than the law will allow. Just a good old boys, they wouldn't change if they could. Fighting the system like a true modern day Robin Hood.
Hi and welcome to update 6 of the Dukes of Hazzard diorama 1/16 scale. So it's been about 2 months since we did anything on this guy, but as you can see now, we have now got our window frames in place, which is fantastic. I'll go into more about that in a second because a disaster happened, which I'm going to show you in a minute. Luckily Jim from JBot gave me some extra decals with this, which was fantastic, because if the camera will pick it out, it's not major, but maybe it is shiny because I just glossed it. But we'll try and get, I don't know what oh there, you can see that little bit there. What had happened was, because I'd airbrushed the chrome, the Molotov chrome, obviously I had to mask everything off because I didn't want no bleed through, which was fantastic. I didn't get any bleed through at all. The perfect frames, couldn't have asked for more. And what I used was just this tape. Now if you've used this tape before, you know that it's not really that tacky. Plus I tear a bit off like so, put it on my jumper like that or something like that, so it takes off even more tack. That was on the flag, so I come to peel it off, and what does it do? It peels the flag off. I have to be honest, I nearly died inside when that happened. But luckily I had another flag, so all good. I sanded it down, tried to level it out as much as I could, and then I thought, actually, why bother? Because if I lay the flag exactly where the other one was, if I do get, you know, the marks that's in it now, all that's going to do is look like rust under the flag. And the idea behind this car is that it's a stunt car. And I thought, well, yeah, I'll add a bit of character. And in person, when you're looking at it, you can't see it. It's only if you're going right up to it. And seeing as though it's going to be in a case, you're not going to have that option, really. So, all good. Now, the Molotov takes a few days to harden up, so I'm trying my best not to even touch that and get fingerprints in it. There's nothing worse than that. I thought we'd take a look at him because it's been a while. He's been sat on the shelf, miserable and bored. But yeah, nice and shiny frames. When it comes to the back, I'm going to cheat a little bit by putting the window in and then masking off around the edge, and then I'm just going to shoot it just on the edge. So that's the way that I'm going to do the rear frame, because there's no framework in this because it's flush with the pillars and it's a stupid design, I don't know. But anyway, that's the General. So he's doing okay. We're going to leave him to dry for a bit. I don't know what I showed you on the last update. I should have gone back and checked it first, really, but we've got our fuel tank, all that's installed, the fuel line. We've beefed up this roll cage so it's just crazy. It's been that long, I actually had some cobwebs growing in this. I should have left them in it, really. But yeah, we're looking good on that. And I've got a ton of copper piping, because I'm going to have to use that to mount the car to. Make sure that I'm in shot, so it's going to be attached to the fuel tank. I'm not even in shot, it's that big. I'll just move the camera a minute, guys. Just move you there. So yeah, that it's going to be attached to the pole like that. I don't know whether I'm going to be using that diameter pipe, but having said that, the car is pretty heavy. And also, is it going to be easy to bend that? Well, I just did, so it might be. I'll have a look though in all my parts and see if I've got any smaller diameter rod for that. Because it's not having electronics running to the car or anything, so that's fine. But yeah, really happy with that. I couldn't believe it when that tore. I'm so glad that I had that spare now. Thank you, Jim, for that, if you're watching. Really do appreciate it. So let's head over to the other bench and we'll take a look and see what I've managed to collect. So guys, I've managed to like get all the extras that I need. I've glued all that together now, so that's ready to go in the car. I've also got a CB aerial here, which I'm just going to chop this off, use that bit, flatten that off, put a teardrop piece of styrene on there, and that'll be the aerial. But that'll be the last thing that I put on, because obviously I need to mount it to a pole. We've got our little door handles, they're good to go now, ready to install. License plates being put on. The only thing with this is you probably won't see it because there's going to be that much sand on it that you probably won't even see the rear bumper at all, and the bottom valance. We've got that done. Managed to find some windscreen wipers as well, so that's good to go. So we got all them. Fuel filler cap, which actually says fuel on it, which is pretty cool. So we got that done. Wing mirror. Scratch built this because I didn't like the kick part. It looked a bit weedy. And I've designed this so it should act like the real one. It should attach like the real one, should I say. So it'll go in through like that, and there we've got the front of the General. So that's good to go. So all the components are ready. We're just waiting for stuff to dry and then I can move on. You've seen the camera from a while back, side mounted camera. We've got all the support arms which just slide into them holes there. It's a nice tight fit as well, so they're not going to pop out. So I'll have one up there, one down like that. And I've also got these little brackets here which will fix onto the car itself. I've just painted them in alclad steel, so it'll be a nice little contrast. So yeah, once all them are mounted into position, it should give me some leeway to like split them apart to fit onto the car, hopefully. So yeah, that's all the components are all here now. We're pretty much good to go. I just, like I said, need to wait for stuff to dry, and I'm going to be working on a design. Oh god, it's windy. A design for my base. So I'll be right back, guys. So I'm just playing around with ideas at the moment, and I've got all this leftover wood from the X-Wing that I didn't use, so I might as well use it. What I can do with these pieces is literally just rip them in half, and they'll do me base, plus the depth of them, it's going to give me plenty of room inside to install electronics for the soundboard. I just need to decide on how big it's going to be. So I'll just move you over here a minute, guys. So imagine there's a base here, and maybe probably the opposite end, but anyway, just flip it. So we're going to have our mound of dirt in the corner over here, and we're going to have a creek here. So I want the car, to make sure this is in frame, in shot, I want the car to be obviously jumping over the creek at an angle, so something like that, with all the dust trail behind it. But it'll be this corner over here that it'll be doing it. So in fact, let's just move it over. It's all very technical. So if I make up a little four-sided little base, because with the size of the car it's going to have to be pretty big anyway for it to look half decent. So I would say it needs to be about this high. From, if that's the ground, it wants to be about this high at an angle about there, and then you'll have the camera, side mounted camera that side, just like in the opening credits where it jumps over. So yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. I think, yeah, I'll take these to the table saw, get them cut in two, and yeah, we should have enough wood there to do the base. And then what I think I'll do, like with the X-Wing, is we'll just cut a groove on all four sides, and then some glass will just sit over the top of it like that. But I can't order any of that until I know exactly how high this car's going to be jumping, because like I said, with the scale that it is, we don't want a weedy looking jump, do we? So we're going to be about, realistically, probably about there, maybe a bit higher. Is that even in shot? So we're probably going to be around about there when it's flying through the air. You gotta do sound effects, it helps. But yeah, I think that's where I'm at with that. I want everything sort of on a side angle, so the creek will be flowing this way, and the landing the landing pad, for want of a better word, will be around this area. The mound in this corner here built up, and then the car flying over there, like so. The other thing to work out as well is, because this vehicle is quite heavy as it is on its own, and with the body on top of that, it's going to have a bit of weight to it. So I'm thinking maybe get some brackets, attach the pole, screw it into the fuel tank, because that's the reason why I put the fuel tank on it first place, was there's somewhere to locate the pole. I think that's probably going to be the best. I mean, it'll be epoxied to hell, but yeah, it might need some additional support with that, because it is heavy and I don't want it falling off, because that would ruin it all. For my water effects, I've still got loads of that clear cast resin, which you might be able to make out just over there. Just there. So I've still got plenty of that, so that's going to do my water effects. And I think that's about it. I was tempted to do some detailing on the General by putting all these door handles on, but I don't know whether I actually want to get this finalised first and get the body on before doing that. I don't know yet. Can't make up my mind today. I don't know what it is. But anyway, yeah, definitely need to draw out a little diagram of what it's going to look like, and all that good stuff. So we'll be right back, guys, as soon as I've got that sorted. So after cutting all the wood, it is a tad bit big. In fact, it's not even all in frame here. But having said that, it's not a million miles out either, because the car in the centre, that's pretty much where it's going to be. So I can definitely take off quite a few inch here. But yeah, this will just have a groove in it like the X-Wing had for the case to go over it. I just need to figure out how big I really want to make it. In fact, the board that this is actually sitting on might be better doing it that way. That looks alright, because we'll have water effects underneath it coming through here. Maybe a bit of sand over here for the landing. So it might not be a million miles out. But yeah, I'll have to have a think about that. Definitely won't be this big anyway, it's ridiculous. Where would you put it? So yeah, we'll have to shrink down the base somewhat, I think. take a few inch off either side and see where we're at with that, guys. Okay guys, so we're back and we're working on the base for the General. The more and more I think about this, the more I'm thinking it would be better as maybe a side table rather than a display piece, because as you can see with the car, the size of it and the base, even though the base is big, so is the car, and I don't want to compromise by doing a little jump like say something like this, because it just looks weedy. So the car wants to be roughly somewhere about here at an angle like that, so we'd have the creek directly below and the jump over in this corner here. So if you imagine it's driving along, comes up, so we're about there, we're mid-flight. So the rest of this could be water effects down here, and we'll have that dirt mound over there. But it wants to be somewhere in the region of about this high. And obviously it needs protecting, so I might as well just get a tempered glass case to go over the top of it, like we did with the X-Wing, but on a smaller scale, and maybe just make it into like a little side coffee table thing. I'll have a look online and see if I can get some coasters as well, like we did for the X-Wing. But I think somewhere in a region of that height would look correct. And also, you know, if you start compromising with this, the pole obviously gets shorter, and you're going to have an acute angle from where it's going to the actual car, and you keep in mind you've got to cover that pole up, because the idea is this is just going to be floating on dust, on sand or asphalt or whatever, and to have an acute angle of the pole like going like this, and then the car just sat there, you're going to have to cover that. I mean, fair enough, there is a lot of dust that this car kicks up jumping over the creek, but still, that's a lot of pole to cover. But I reckon somewhere in the region of there looks about right. So I think I'll stick with this board here as my my base, and then we're going to probably build it up quite a lot, because I need to sink it down to fill it with resin. So I think that's probably where I'm at with the General at the moment. Is I'm just struggling with that, because that's okay with the pole, because I can curve it slightly as well, and there is a lot of dirt behind it that sprays off to the side, which we can incorporate that, so you'll never see the pole mounting it, but it's going to have to be somewhere in the region of there, just so it looks half decent really. But yeah, I think that's where I am at the moment regarding the size of the base, because all I have to do really is work out the measurements for the board to go around the sides, which will hold the glass in position, obviously get me groove cutting. I've still got some brackets that I used on the X-Wing as well, which I've got in here, which I know fit, so they're going to look pretty nice. So they'll be like that, and I still have the screws as well to make it look nice and pretty. I think honestly, I think that's the way to go with it. I think it's either that or I compromise, make it a really small base and it just look weedy and pathetic compared to the size of the car. So it's difficult at the moment trying to get the balance of what I actually want to do with it and what I want to represent with it. It is a record jump, so I do want the jump to be slightly ridiculous. This is all going to be built up as well, because I'll be using polystyrene sheeting and stuff and carving out a landscape, and then plastering, sand, water effects with the clear cast resin. So the base itself will look pretty nice. It's just that jump. because it is a, when you look at, if you go back and watch the scene, it is a very high jump. From the, if that was the ground, it would be about this high up. So you're talking about that high. So yeah, I'm struggling at the moment to try and get the balance right and what I want to actually achieve with it. So that's where I am at the moment. I'm just filming 2 updates at once at the moment. I'm doing the General Lee and I'm also doing the Victory as well. Still waiting for the glue to dry on the back board for that one before I can start my water effects. Which is a shame because I wanted to start it this morning, but never mind, I've got loads to do. So I need to measure all this up, do my 45-degree angles, get the frame together, make sure I leave myself enough room to do the glass around. So yeah, we'll be right back guys as soon as I've got something else figured out. See you in a bit. So I've got the framework mocked up at the moment. It's all nice and square, so we're looking okay. The piece of MDF that I was going to use isn't big enough, surprisingly. Yeah, it's 28 inch across. Now because it's square, I just need to cut myself a 28 by 28 board, and I might possibly, no, maybe not, might be alright. I might have to put some supports in the middle maybe, but it's not going to be that heavy, so maybe not, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, we've got our framework sorted, and then all I have to do is calculate where my glass will be going, so I can do my my groove for the glass. But yeah, it's coming together. I think I've got enough wood as well to do a decent job. I'll just move you over here a minute guys. So yeah, if we have the car somewhere, is that in shot? Let's have a look. So if the car's like there, I think that, yeah, I'm happy with that. I know it's ridiculous, but it's what I do. I do the absurd, and I think that would look pretty cool with a scale. So I'm happy with that. Yeah, I just need to try and get rid of my X-Wing, because as soon as I get rid of that, as soon as I can finish this off, and this will have to take the place where the X-Wing sits, which is just over here under this cloth. So if you're watching, Paul, please let me know what's happening, because this guy needs to go. Because I need the room, I'm running out of space. But yeah, as soon as I get a chance, I'm going to cut myself a piece. Because at the moment, the beast is still in town. I think it's just stopped snowing now, but yeah, it's a bit crazy here. I think we've probably got more snow than what Randall's got, because he's on a cruise ship near the Antarctica. Don't ask me why, but you know. But I think we've got more snow than him. So I think for this update, I think that'll do it. I can't do any more now until I get these grooves cut, and I don't have the machinery here to do it. I mean, even like my corner sections that I've been doing here, it's all done by hand. I really need like a miter saw that I can just zip through it. 5-second job, but this took like an hour and a half to cut all these up, and I'm shattered. The glue on the Victory still hasn't dried either, so that looks like a tomorrow job. But anyway guys, it's good to be back on the General again. Hope you've enjoyed the update, and like always, comment, subscribe. I do really appreciate it, and we'll catch you in the next one. See you later.